Guys, what's up? Welcome back to Absa Life. Oh my god, I wanted to say Absa Life Coach, but I changed my username to Absa Lightworker because that is more all-encompassing of what I do. I do healing, energy work, tarot card reading. I'm a clairvoyant, I'm an empath, and among other things. You can call me a white witch too if you want. I really don't mind that title. Yeah, I'm just all smiles today because something I had been manifesting for 31 years has just come into fruition, and I used new age techniques. So I really don't care about what anyone else says about new age spirituality, but it is the cream of the crop for me. So I wanted to just come on here and let you guys know that if you have been through any kind of rough, traumatic, life situation, okay, that has brought you to your knees, made you feel like you can't go on anymore, made you feel worthless, angry, tired, alone, downtrodden, forgotten, abused, neglected, exploited, my services are for you, okay? Because I once felt that way about myself, and everything that I have taught myself to do is what I'm here to teach you guys to do so you can lift yourself up out of a dark place. So if you feel like you're in a dark place, if you feel like you don't have any support, if you feel like people don't understand you, if you feel like you're alone, that's what I'm here for. I'm here, the fancy title is as a life coach, but I'm here as a friend for you, okay? And I'm here as someone who can heal you because sometimes all we need is for somebody to listen to us. And I have gained a lot of wisdom just by going through what I went through. So I not only healed myself from a lot of trauma and turmoil from my past, I have overcome it, and I've not only survived that, but I am thriving, okay? And I am thriving in a way that isn't like common. I didn't do what is common. I didn't do what people say you should do. I didn't, you know, well, I did try all the basic routes, um, because that's what other people tell you you should be doing, but I tried a lot of alternative modalities, and that is what suit me best, okay? I didn't just do what the textbook said. I basically marched to the beat of my own drum, and I found, I don't want to say mark my own territory, but I'm a trailblazer, okay? I'm like a pioneer. I create a way. I create a life that wasn't given to me because, none other people aren't going to be able to give you a life, the life that you want, because everybody is unique. You have to create the life that you want. So I have done that. I've created the life that I want, okay? And it is possible. It is possible. It's not gonna be easy because it's going to take a lot of like cognitive behavioral therapy on your own part to overcome a lot of your inner demons, a lot of the naysayers out there told you you couldn't do this, you couldn't do that, or you are this because of that. A lot of like people's misjudgments about you and discouragement, it can get into our psyches, and we ourselves have to combat that negative attitude and become more positive people. So that, even for me, was very hard to do because I had to be positive when I felt negative. Okay, so it just feels very unnatural. But you sometimes just need that motivation from outside of yourself, from a specialist, somebody like me, to help bring you out of the depths of the darkness. I literally believe that's what my purpose is here on earth, is to save people from the darkness. Now, I do this anyway in my day-to-day life. I will help people, without even, like charging them for my services or sending them a bill. I just do it for people anyway, okay? But on here, I'm doing it as a service because I know it will benefit you. I know it will change your life, and I know it is something that is actually priceless. What I'm offering is something that is priceless because it's basically love that I'm offering. And love is a conduit for change. It is a currency. It is more valuable than time and energy because it takes a lot of effort to come from that place, from a healed place. So I basically healed myself so that I could heal other people, okay? Because I had a spiritual experience. I went through some trauma in my life and it brought me to a spiritual awakening, okay? And the spiritual awakening is what gave me all these downloads, basically saying that I am here to heal my wounds, okay? Any kind of wounds that I have, I'm here to heal them all so that I can help you heal, okay? And raise the vibration of the earth, okay? I've been called an angel multiple times, an earth angel multiple times by multiple people just because of the energy that I give off. Even when I'm in the presence of others, they look at me twice, they stare at me. My energy is just different because of what I've gone through. So I can not only help you heal, but I can also help you raise your vibration to the point where you are going to be so different that you're just not even on the same level as anyone anymore, and people won't even mess with you. People will not come at you sideways. I mean, they'll try to put negativity onto you because people do that. People do that, especially when you look like somebody that is positive. A lot of negative people will try to come around and try to bring your vibration down because they're upset. They don't like it. They're jealous. They're envious. They don't like it that you're not negative like they are, so they'll try to make you like them. But the thing is, you will be untouchable. You will be unbothered because you are so strong in your own spirituality, in your own faith, in your own belief in yourself that it will not affect you. Okay? And my service is here for you to help you find a purpose in life, for you to help you find your purpose in life, okay? It's like the therapy you didn't know you needed, okay? Because what I offer right now, it is not out there. People are not doing it. People are not doing spiritual life coaching, and that is what I do. I do spiritual life coaching, okay? And just following my posts is great and all, but it's not enough. It's not enough for you to get out of an abusive relationship, leave that job that isn't appreciating you, follow your dreams, face your fears, heal your past, plan your future, change your mindset. YouTube videos will only get you so far. Instagram videos will only get you so far. Instagram posts, motivational quotes, all of that, it's only going to get you so far, but you need someone to hold you accountable for the goals that you are setting up for yourself. And that is where I come in. And you can't say, oh, this girl doesn't know what she's talking about. She's never had a hard day in her life. Yes, I have. I've had many hard days. I could write a book about it. In fact, I am writing a book about it. Whether I publish it or not, you guys will find out. But as of now, I'm just writing it, and it's actually really hard to write because I have to revisit everything that I've been through. So it's a slow process because it's cathartic and it is deep, it is spiritual. It might take me a little bit longer than I expected because it's not just an intellectual, it's something that I'm going to put my soul into. So that is one of my dreams, is to write a book. Okay, and I'm 31 years old, and I'm not just a 31-year-old that was raised with a silver spoon. No, I wasn't raised with a silver spoon. I grew up, in a lower, not lower, I don't want to say lower middle class family. I grew up in a middle class family, so I didn't grow up with like extreme wealth or extreme, privilege. I didn't grow up like that. I grew up like a regular kid. I played outside all day. I got my hands dirty. I made mud pies at the park. I dreamed of having my own tree house. I rollerbladed. I bike rode. I made snow angels in the snow. Like, I didn't have a Tamagotchi growing up. I didn't have a Furby growing up. I didn't have a voice activated locked diary growing up. I didn't have Barbies or Polly Pockets. I mean, I probably had two Barbies my whole childhood. I mean, I only even remember, no, I had two Barbies growing up, my childhood. And like, thank God I had those. Like, thank God, that's such a blessing that I even got to have a Barbie growing up. But everyone around me, like the girls that I went to school with, they all had Barbies. They were all wearing like baby fat, they had like iPods, and they had MP3 players, and they had highlights, and they had their nails done, they had the nicest shoes, they had the nicest notebooks, they had the nicest pens and pencils. And sometimes I got those things, sometimes I did get those things, and it was just like such a blessing for me to have like a nice pencil or a nice pen, because I just felt like I fit in. But I definitely had an upbringing where I felt really left out of society, and it was really demotivating for me spiritually, okay? Because you can only go so long without feeling supported by the world. So I know how important it is for people to get support out there, and how valuable somebody else's support can be in your life. It can make a world of a difference, okay? So you might think, oh, like she seems worry free, or she seems like I just don't want you guys to think that I've had it easy and that it's really easy for me to say, oh, be positive, because I've been in a place where that didn't help me just to be positive. I needed something deeper. Okay, so I'm a light worker, but I offer shadow work as well. Part of being a light worker is doing shadow work, and shadow work is basically going into the traumatic parts of your past and the traumatic parts of your memories and dissecting them, learning from the lesson. And so it's basically what I offer, this therapy, this life coaching, this spiritual life coaching. It's like for people who want to have a spiritual awakening. Some people, they go to Brazil and go on an ayahuasca trip, okay? And they see all this stuff, they deal with all this stuff, and then they come out, maybe a different person or with some downloads. But with my therapy, with my spiritual life coaching, I will guide you to the pond, and you must drink the water from it. It's your job. That's your job. Once you do that, you will get these downloads slowly, 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 but continuously for days, months, weeks, years. And it will change your life exponentially. It's not just going to be like, oh, I took a drug, I had a trip, and now I have this hallucination told me to do this, that, and the third. No, you're going to start having dreams. You're going to start having lucid dreams. Your psyche is going to change. And if you do it right, your physical body will change. Your mind will change, and your personality will change. It will be upgraded. So that myth that people don't change, that is not true. That is not true. Your soul, yes, your soul remains the same for all of eternity, okay? The essence of your soul remains the same, but your outside shell, that can change. Your physical body, that can change. Your ego, your mind, that can change. Your mentality, your thought process, that can change. Your viewpoints on life, your perspective, that can change. And I know myself that I needed somebody to change me. What happened to me was I went through something so traumatic that I had a tower moment. I had divine intervention from God himself. Okay, so I had a spiritual experience. Okay, no, I did not take drugs. No, I did not do any magic. Okay, I didn't even do tarot cards at this time. Okay, I was just literally meditating, and I didn't even know how to meditate. Okay, I was just into mindfulness, and I just realized I needed to look within. And as soon as I started looking within, I started praying. I prayed to God for a miracle. Dear God, I need a miracle. Please give me a miracle, because you know what? I was just so afraid to change. I was terrified to change. I just thought that if I change, I'll die. But so God basically shook up my life. Okay, and he made me face a lot of the things that happened to me in my life that I didn't want to look at because they were scary. And obviously, you don't want to look at scary things. But that's why this service is for adults, okay? And if you're someone young that's willing to do it, that's even more amazing, and I can be more gentle with you. But it's for adults, because it's not for the weak-minded. It's for somebody like that is willing to do the work, okay? Because this is a badass journey. This is a badass journey. If you want to feel your soul go from this small to the size of the sun, then you talk to me. If you want your energy to change from a speck of sand to the pyramids of Giza, if you want monumental change in your life, that's when you talk to me. That's when you talk to somebody like me, a light worker, somebody that you resonate with, okay? I grew up in the city, okay? I grew up in the suburbs, but in a more populated area of the suburbs, and then slowly moved out, almost out into the country. And now I am back into the city, because that's where the spirit source, my spirit guides, they guided me to move back to the city. So that's where I am right now, and I believe my purpose is here, and it will unfold, and we will see where my journey goes. But I also learned through all of this to follow my intuition and yet remain disciplined, okay? And now this journey, once you heal all your wounds that are holding you back, you will realize that growth is an ongoing process. You continue to level up, you're faced with new obstacles. Every time you level up, you're faced with new obstacles. Okay, so your life coach, your spiritual life coach, your therapist needs to have the stamina to go on that journey with you. So you have to have somebody who is strong. You cannot have a weak, feeble-minded person, someone who gets caught up in the hype, someone that gets caught up in society, someone that's in the matrix. You cannot work with them if you want any kind of spiritual enlightenment. What I do is for enlightenment, whether you want to accept it or not. I enlighten people at a micro scale and on a macro scale. What you want is up to you. How much you want to change is up to you. You can just want to change a little bit and call me, but you can also want to change exponentially and not even be the same human being anymore. And that is also possible. Literally anything you put your mind to is possible. But it's not just about putting your mind to it, it's about aligning with what your soul wants. And you know what? This world is so noisy that it can be very hard to hear what our soul wants. We have to get real quiet. We have to get real silent to hear what our soul wants, because we are taught so much. You know, my services are for those of you who have been taught to put other people before yourselves. And maybe you weren't even taught that. Maybe you just learned that. Maybe you saw somebody else doing that in your life growing up, so you adopted that mentality. But I know myself that that is like shooting yourself in the foot. Okay? It doesn't get you anywhere. Putting others ahead of you, God exists, but you know what's going to happen when you put others ahead of you? They will progress faster in this world, because I've done that. I've put people ahead of me, and I saw them triumph and overcome a lot of obstacles before I overcame any of my obstacles. And why do you think that is? Logic. I helped them overcome their battles, so they succeeded. Did I help myself overcome my battles? No, I helped them overcome their battles. So of course they're ahead of me, but I had a good heart, but I didn't beat them, or I didn't like surpass them, or you know, I didn't like win my own life. I was helping other people win their lives. And if you do that too, you help other people win at their game, and yet you're failing in your own, That's who I'm here for. That's who I'm here for. You are a good person. You're an amazing effing person, okay? And you deserve for someone to stand in your corner, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to stand in your corner if you put other people before yourself. Okay? If you're so good, I'm here for good people. Good people who have been through hell because they didn't know better. They made the mistake of putting other people's needs before their own, and they were left with a huge gaping hole where there could have been self-love. I'm here to teach you self-love. And as conceited as that may sound, it's a never-ending journey, especially for somebody like yourself that puts others ahead of you. You are a healer. That's why you do that. But you need to constantly be healing yourself while you are healing other people. That's what I'm here for. That's what I will help you do, because that's what I do. I heal myself while I heal other people. Okay, so if any of that resonated with you, contact me. We can work together. Okay, and follow me because I will be posting more and more posts. I'm going to be posting a tarot for May, psychic reading for May. Wait, yeah, April, May. Yeah, that's going to be coming up in about a week's time. So stay tuned for that, okay? And yeah, guys, hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. I love you. God loves you. Source loves you, okay? And just know you are taken care of, but you need to take care of yourself, okay? You need to walk through that door. No one's gonna push you through it. No one's gonna, like, I'm here to tell you the cold hard truth about yourself, and that is that since you are the healer, it's your job to heal yourself. I know you're so amazing that you heal other people, but because you are the healer, you heal yourself. Okay? You have to start by healing yourself, because the way you treat yourself is how others will treat you. Then slowly you will attract other healers into your energy, other teachers, other life coaches, light workers, empaths, spirit guides. You will attract that energy, but you first have to have that energy in your own heart. You have to be the self-starter. You have to be the leader in your life. You have to be the main character in your own life. Okay? Love you guys. Take care. God bless. And I will talk to you guys all later. Bye.